I was trying to think back through time over the decades of my involvement with MAC, and I can't recall how I initially got involved. And I like to joke, I wasn't there for the first iteration meeting in coffee shops in California, but I was there when we would send emails to a distro list that would then get distributed out by a member of MAC.
Hey, Georgia, your old pal Dom here. Thank you so much for everything you've done for MAC. Even before the 5 years of presidency, we've been doing this a long time. Those early days at the Riviera and the conferences, and all through the years of everything. But it's especially, thank you so much for your time, leadership, and just wisdom for the last 5 years as president. It's extremely valuable. You've been a valuable leader, been a valuable friend, and thank you so much.
Hey, Georgia. Thank you so much for your 5 years, everything that you've put into MAC, and I'm sure we'll continue to put into MAC. We all appreciate it.
MAC had their first event at an IAFP meeting in Seattle, Washington. And it was a joint event where MAC had like a half day at the end, and I went, and that was my first sort of physical engagement with the organization.
Over the last 5 years, it has been absolutely amazing working with you. Thank you for your leadership, for taking the president role. I know it was one that was discussed, and I'm so glad you applied for the position, you won the position, you're voted by your peers to be the president of MAC, and you've done so many great things for MAC, certainly at an individual level across all members, but as an organizational level. Thank you again for everything, and I wish you the best of luck.
They were looking for volunteers, and I decided that I would want to try and help. I really enjoyed the organization and the value that it brought to me as a member.
Georgia, I'll be honest, I don't think I'm prepared for a life of MAC without you as president. It's been 5 years, and that's pretty much my entire existence here. I thank you for everything you've done for me personally, for MAC as an organization, and the payments industry in general. Thank you. You truly have made this an awesome experience.
I remember physically setting up water bottles on the tables for the day's events, and really just being a young, hungry girl who would do manual labor. I think that was my initial start. Now, as I say that out loud, I don't know how appealing that is. It gets better, I swear.
Hey, Georgia, or as I've fondly called you, Georgina from time to time. I just wanted to say thank you so much for all your passion, your leadership, and everything that you've done for MAC. Extremely enjoyed working with you, and hopefully we'll continue to stay in touch as we have over the years. Thanks again. Best wishes.
And then after my event engagement, I think I actually asked if there was anything else I could do going forward to help support the organization. And I started getting involved in some of the membership type stuff and with some of the educational facilitation.
Georgia, I just want you to know how much I appreciate the consistent leadership that you've provided to MAC over the years and through all the different situations. For an organization to grow, there's always bumps along the way, ups and downs, and you've been just a very consistent leader, a rock, if you will, and it's been so noticed and very appreciated.
So having an opportunity to be able to, I'll probably say this a few times, but like fight the good fight, right, to help improve the world that we live in was just incredible. And I felt that right from the beginning, that this was the purpose of this organization, was to help people like myself in the acquiring space mitigate risk, right? And identify fraud and get educated into the ways in which people take advantage of our financial systems.
You have shown leadership and professionalism that is unsurpassed. Your diligence, self-motivation, and dedication to MAC's mission is a source of inspiration. Your efforts as president have really set the tone for the future of MAC. I'm really excited for our future, and that's largely attributable to your contributions. Please know that your efforts that you've put in as president are significantly appreciated. Take a deep breath, enjoy some of your newfound free time, And we are beyond thrilled to have you continue to be a part of MAC as we continue to evolve and grow from the framework that you worked so hard to lay out.
It really spoke to me personally, trying to add value to the world, right? Trying to make the world a better place.
Good morning, Georgia. Wanted to thank you for your 5 incredible years of leadership of MAC. Your work, your leadership, and your professionalism has led to a solid foundation to support MAC now and for the future. Thank you once again.
My passion evolved for MAC as I got more and more integrated with the organization. And then what really kept me engaged and involved was, how we were kind of expanding our services to incorporate, more educational events, webinars, and regional events, and really facilitating education at a higher level.
I would like to thank Georgia for her significant risk and compliance experience combined with her leadership skills. Really, I think has helped the MAC continue to drive its mission home over the last 5 years. And on a personal note, I would like to thank Georgia. I've enjoyed working with her and really have appreciated all of her support over the years. So glad she's still involved, and again, appreciate everything that she's done for the organization.
What I got out of the volunteer experience is really the connections that I made, right? The relationships that were formed. Some of my best friends I've met through the MAC organization as a volunteer.
I would like to thank Georgia for the years that we've spent learning, laughing, learning some more, fighting, arguing, and overall making not just MAC better, but my entire career has improved from having known you, Georgia. So thank you for helping teach me all the other parts of payments that I didn't necessarily understand at the very beginning. And I've always enjoyed being able to have a brain trust, and you are absolutely in my brain trust because you're just a really smart, an interesting and intelligent person that approaches her work in that manner. So I will enjoy continuing to know you and working with you. You're not done with all of us, but as for your 5 years of being MAC president, and of course the many years ahead of that, I always go back to thinking about how you spoke about your interview into MAC and how harrowing it was and how easy I had it when I was just kind of shoved in through the process years later when things were growing. And I hope that it was worth all of those difficult questions that you had to field all the way back at the beginning. And I know that you value all of the relationships, but I value your contribution to our relationship, both as professionals, as peers within this organization of MAC, and of course, as one of my best friends. So thank you very much for all that you've done. And please don't disappear and keep helping us some more. Maybe not in the presidential capacity, but either way, please don't go away. Thank you very much. Love you.
So I've been involved since I was a teenager. I will continue to be involved as long as I am able to. I mean, that's the way that I see it, is while I'm no longer president, while I'm no longer a director on the board, I'm going to continue to be engaged and volunteer and continue to do that again for as long as as long as MAC wants me, right? That's the way I see it.
I want to look forward as well to your continued leadership, mentorship, and participation in MAC, because you're a big part of what makes this such a valuable organization. You've been a dedicated leader, intelligent, and immediately grasp what needs to be done. You're incredibly empathetic, and I've just had a great opportunity to partner with you through some very challenging issues. I'm just so impressed with how you handle yourself, how you represent this organization, and most of all about how you care for others. And that just comes shining through. All in light of a wonderful sense of humor. And I think, and I've said this before, you inspire people to walk through fire for you. And I'm a firm believer in that. And I'll continue to walk through fire for you. Thank you so much, and I wish you all the best.
You know, I mean, this will be a little bit Pollyanna, but I hope that others find the value that I did in kind of shaping the industry, right? And providing resources to our peers that help educate them and prevent fraud and loss and risk within our environment.
I want to thank you first, not only for the 5 years, as president of MAC, but all the years. The organization wouldn't be where it is today without you being a big part of that. And obviously over the last 5 years, as president, obviously brought many challenges in front of you, which you handled very eloquently and diplomatically and professionally. I always thought that one of your biggest assets, just saying at this all, was to that point, your uncanny ability, to bring multiple personalities, to bring those together and also to level set them, and not just to be able to accomplish that, but also to really foster, that environment and really bring that together to allow us to have results and to be able to move the organization forward, as we have, under your leadership. I think there's been a lot of huge momentum and great direction under your leadership. It hasn't come without challenges and other components to deal with under that leadership, but just an amazing job. Really appreciate you as a friend first, as a colleague second, and all those contributions to MAC. So again, thank you, Georgia.
To me, a good volunteer is somebody who is really enthralled by the idea and concept of MAC, right? Being able to facilitate this kind of educational material, this kind of open forum. And so, it gives you an opportunity to, do something good for the industry. And like I said earlier, good for the world, right? In totality, help, mitigate risk that impacts small businesses and consumers. And I would hope that people find value in that kind of work.
Georgia, you're a rock star. We all love you. You did an amazing job. We so thank you for everything you did, and keep up your future good work. See you, girl.
Wow, Georgia, 5 years serving as the MAC president. You rocked it. Thank you for serving and leading with integrity.
I would hope that people would also find, really long-term relationships and friends out of the organization and peers and building networks that they can leverage, forever, right? I think that's really important to everyone to have those kinds of relationships.
Hey, Georgia, I've done some incredible things in your tenure, and I know personally I've been able to reach out to you on a few occasions and really get some insight and help. So I value your knowledge and wisdom in many circumstances. Take care and see you soon.
Georgia, thank you for all you have done. You were one of the individuals that I associated with the face of MAC since I've entered the payment industry. And you've been an inspiration to me by your leadership and knowledge within payments. Thank you, and I hope our paths cross in the near future.
I'll go back to a quote I said earlier, but if you like helping people, if you feel like perhaps you don't necessarily get the opportunity to facilitate that kind of change within your organization, MAC's a really good way to learn and facilitate, right? To help you fight the good fight. And it really is one of the best, if not the best, opportunities to help make a difference. You can shape the industry, you can shape the way that we view risk management. And I think that's a really, really cool thing to be a part of. And I'm so grateful to be able to have been picked up on the board and picked up as a volunteer and help grow MAC to what it is today.
Hi there, Karaoke Queen. Thank you so much for all your hard work and dedication, and I hope to see you soon.
Georgia, thank you for your awesome leadership these past 5 years. Your vision to take MAC to the next level through new thought leadership is happening. I sincerely thank you and wish you great success in your future endeavors.
I try. I'm like waiting for the day that I lose it, you know, like when am I not going to get excited about talking about risk management? I don't know. It's still here, so that's a good thing, I guess, right?